If you're a woman with an autoimmune condition and you are navigating or managing having that, or you're someone who is well recovered from your condition, but you still get the occasional cold or cough or flu, this video is for you. I'm Anna Maria from the blog From Chronic to Cure, and many times when we have a more serious disease or condition, the last on our mind is how to handle having a cold or a simple cough. But I can tell you, if you are prepared with a wellness kit, and that's what I'm about to show you in this video, my wellness kit, you will be able to move through that acute sickness much quicker and be able to recover faster. So let's take a peek in my wellness kit. So this is just a simple bag. I think it's from the brand Igloo, and all of the products listed in the description below. But this is just a little insulated bag, and I really encourage you to have a bag or a box that has a handle. It's very convenient just to go and take it from one room to another, or if you're traveling, and also that is zipped closed so things don't fall out. So that's the bag itself. Whenever I get a cold or I start feeling sick, the first thing I notice is I get a sore throat. So I'm going to show you the first things that I grab when I start getting that sore throat. One of the first things is a nice comfortable cloth, specifically a scarf, to wrap around my throat and keep it nice and warm. This is just something I found, I think, on Amazon, and it's just very soft and comfortable and to keep my throat warm. So that's the first thing. The next thing I have is lozenges, of course. No particular brand, but when my throat is sore, I definitely want to suck on lozenges to soothe the throat. I also, in this wellness kit, of course, have Bandaids. Really simple, no particular brand, but important to have if you have a cut or a scrape. I also have Bandaids that if I am wearing shoes that are bothering me, I can use that to prevent getting a blister. The next thing, I have two tools I want to show you that I think are invaluable. I just love these. Let me show you this one first. This is from the brand Vicks, and I believe I had to order this online. I could not find this in the store. I remember having something like this similar when I was in Europe, and it was so handy. Here's how it works. You are going to have hot water, and place it in here, and then you're going to get eucalyptus oil or menthol oil. I'll show you what I use in a minute. You're going to pour a couple of drops in that very hot water, and then you're going to seal it closed, and then you're just going to breathe in and out. This helps break up the congestion that you feel if you have a stuffy nose and you're feeling very congested, to be able to relieve that. This is fantastic and a great natural solution to break that up. I prefer it over sprays or pumps that people use in their nose. It's just a healthier alternative, and it's very, very effective. Let me show you this other tool or little apparatus. My dad used to call this ALADIN'S lamp. He used to have a lot of allergy problems, and when I introduced him to this, he got a lot of relief. Now this is great, again, if you are congested, you have a cold, you're blowing your nose a lot, you're sneezing. What you'll do with this is you will again get that very hot water. It has to be quite hot, so not warm, but quite hot, and you'll pour it in that, and then you'll get maybe a tablespoon or so of kosher salt and pour it in the opening, and you will lean over a sink, pretend this is a sink, and you will tilt your head, and you'll pour this in one nostril. I'll sort of tilt so you can see. You pour it in one nostril, and the water and the gunk will come out through the other nostril. You'll stand up a bit, breathe, have tissues around to blow your nose, and then do it again. Do it 2 or 3 times. Blow your nose, and then you're going to do it on the other side. This helps, again, like this, clear that congestion, especially when you've been sick for more than one day. Really, really great. I love that. I have a simple ACE bandage. You probably heard my story that I had neuropathy, problem with my nerve condition with my legs and my feet, and a lot of pain. The one thing that seemed to relieve it for a little bit was an ACE bandage wrapped around my legs. So I have that in there. You don't need it, of course, but I just want to show you everything I have. And then I have a little ZIPLOC bag of teas, no particular brand, peppermint if my stomach is bothering me, if I've had something that's upsetting my stomach. I love having peppermint tea. And then I have chamomile tea. If anybody, you know, if I'm traveling or somebody's staying with me and their stomach are bothering, teas are great to have on hand for them. And then let me show you what I have in this bag. I try as much as I can to stay with natural sources for my medicines and my aids. You might have known that I was a classical homeopath for many years with a private practice serving women and children. So I have that leaning of trying as much as I can to stay with natural remedies. So I try to do that. Sometimes I can find have not found an effective solution to an ailment, so I do choose the conventional remedy for it. But again, I try to go with natural if I can. So let's see what I have in this bag. I have AIRBORNE. I think you might have seen an advertisement for this. This is a great remedy if you're starting to feel the first signs of a cold. You're going to, they're little tablets. You're going to get the tablet and you're going to pour it just in a cup of water, and it's going to be all fizzy and fuzzy, and you're going to drink that. Again, this is important for the first signs of you're getting a cold. I also have a soothing throat spray. Remember I shared that my first signs of going down is my throat starts getting rough and raw and sore. This soothing throat spray is fantastic. It really addresses that problem. So I have that as well. I also have this. This is ZIACAM, another great aid when you're feeling the first signs that you're getting sick. This one, what's nice about this is it's so convenient. It's a tablet, but you don't dissolve in water, you dissolve it straight in your mouth. So this is very convenient because you don't need a cup of water to blend it with. Really nice to have. Then I have also botanical off. This is great if you're going camping and you happen to be in around a place that you have mosquitoes around you. This is so effective. To tell you the truth, I was skeptical if a natural solution could really ward off the bugs and mosquitoes. This absolutely does. Let me show you just a couple more things. One of the solutions that I try to find a natural remedy for is when you have cold sores in your mouth, because there's nothing worse than getting a cold sore and it starts to bother you and it goes on not being able to be healed. CAMPHO PHENIQUE is what I have found to be very, very effective. I have found a natural solution, which I'm going to show you in a minute, as an alternative for this. But again, very effective for cold sores, especially in the mouth. Then last one here, two things I can't live without. This one is Shea butter. This is just a little trial, little, nothing special, little container. I think I got that from Sephora or Ulta with a makeup sample. I cleaned it out and I put a little bit Shea butter in here. The reason I like that is, isn't it true when you have been blowing your nose for a long period of time, your nose is getting sore? What I do, I get the Shea butter, I'll show you right now, I dab it and I dab it right underneath. And then you're not going to look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, from blowing your nose. So it really helps to soothe that. And then I want to show you in this little container, I have, if I can open it up, kosher salt. So just simple kosher salt, not iodized. You can use sea salt, you can use Himalaya sea salt. This is just kosher salt. Again, if you're getting a sore throat, you can dissolve this in very hot water and gargle. Really, again, helps with that sore throat. And then let me show you really quickly, I only have 3 essential oils that I have in this kit. The first one I want to show you is this eucalyptus oil. Remember when I showed you this apparatus that you breathe from? with the hot water. You can put a few drops of that in this container, and that eucalyptus just clears things up. A really great remedy to have on, essential oil to have on hand. The other one I have is lavender. There's so many uses for lavender, and maybe I'll do another video sometime about the uses of essential oil, but a great one to have in your wellness or your first aid kit. A great remedy when you're wanting to fall asleep. You can put a couple drops on your wrist, around your throat, and it's very soothing. And then the last one that I have is tea tree. There are, again, so many uses for tea tree oil, for fungus infections, dandruff, so many, bug bites. Again, a great remedy to have on hand. So this is you took a peek into my wellness kit and the things that I have in it. If you have any questions, please do leave it in the comments below. Feel free to subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.